assess the practice match?
No, I thought it was a really good hit out, to be honest. It's probably what you want to get out of those sorts of games. No injuries and just sort of playing some good hard footy. So, and especially for 3 quarters there, I thought it was pretty good. A little bit slippery and stuff. So we know what to sort of expect going up. Opening round up there, it's probably going to be pretty sweaty and slippery like the other night. So it was a good little hit out, and it'll keep us in good stead for the opening game.
We asked Jack about last year, Brisbane Lions, that match, if it plays into your head at all. How much do you guys still want to try and make amends for it, as opposed to having moved on?
Yeah, to be honest, it stung at the time, definitely, and I think it always will, but I'm old enough to sort of know what to do with it now, and I'll put it behind me pretty quickly, to be honest, and come back as fit as I possibly can, work hard over the off-season and come back in the best shape I can to hopefully improve on my season and help the club improve. So there's probably just a bigger picture approach to that. So, but we know we do have them opening round. So we look forward to the challenge. We know they're a really good team, the best team off the back of last year, and it's going to show us where we're at. So we look forward to the challenge.
You had a massive year though. I mean, is there what in particular do you think you can improve on?
I think I can always improve on everything. I thought I was pretty inaccurate and I sort of flowed in and out of games at times, which it's never going to be perfect, and you probably it's a bit like golf. I play a lot of golf, and you never play a perfect round. It's always frustrating. There's always a missed putt or something you can improve on. So I look at it that way. There's gelling with Big Shannon and the other guys up there is always an improvement, and seeing how the flow goes throughout the forward line. We'll have probably a lot of different guys in there, which we normally do anyway. We know we're a flexible team. We can have guys play up the field in the midfield and get forward hard, and we can sort of flip a lot of guys in a lot of positions. So I think that's a big improvement as well, just seeing how guys go up there and working away at training, but in games as well.
What's it been like not having Tom Hawkins around the club this pre-season?
Yeah, it's probably it's definitely different. It probably more so to like the Mitch Duncans and Danger and Blitz and the guys that have been here a long time, Cam Guthrie and those guys that have played pretty much all their football with Tom. I've sort of had him for the 4 years, and it's definitely different walking into the change rooms and the locker and not seeing the big fella there in the mornings to talk about the weather or how it hasn't rained and cows and all that sort of thing, and then of course football as well. So it's a big change, but that's just footy clubs. So many people come and go each year, and it's important to remember those guys and catch up when you can, but also move on the football field as well.
Does it change your role in any capacity? Does it mean that you can't maybe play a bit higher up the ground, you've got to be deeper? Or how does it shift those forward dynamics?
Well, I haven't really put too much time into thinking about that, to be honest, but I think it'll be it'll probably depend on week to week who we're playing and what sort of look the opposition likes and what we want to go with. But I like to think I'm pretty flexible anyway, and we'll change that up a fair bit throughout the season. Yeah, definitely they're big shoes to fill, but Shannon's been working away for he's been at Geelong pretty much. I think we came at the same time, so he's been working for a number of years now and working really hard. We know how big he is and powerful and strong and fast as well. We saw that in the game on Tuesday night. I was going to say weekend, but it wasn't on the weekend, was it? So on Tuesday night, he there was a couple of times he really exploded away, and he's shown us what he can do for a long period, not just this pre-season, but over a number of pre-seasons now. We know he can launch at the footy and create a contest for us, and that's all we really ask.
Should we expect to see Jack Martin against the Lions?
What's that, sorry?
Should we expect to see Jack Martin against the Lions?
He's put out. I'm not in there selecting the team. I think that's probably the hardest job of all that Scotty and the other coaches have to do as the week rolls around. But he's put in a pretty good performance over 2 split. I think he played half in both games. So and his body's feeling better and better each week. So he's definitely a work in progress. We want to see him out there, playing consistent football with his body, and not just out there for 1 or 2 games. I think that's what's important.
It's included that Danger's going to spend more time forward, sort of in the practice matches. well. But how are you excited to kind of have him, deep forward and pull forward more often and be able to kind of work with him in the forward line?
Yeah, it's sort of, to answer your question, it's sort of getting back to the flexibility that we have, isn't it? We saw him in the centre bounces again on the weekend, and we know how damaging he is up there. So he's going to, he's going to play a variety of different roles. And when he is forward, it's going to be great to have him down there. And we know he can impact as a forward. He's shown us in the past, even when he's pretty much just a standalone mid, he's kicked goals over his career, and he's very damaging when he gets forward. So he's going to be a good target for us when we need him down there with myself and Shannon and Ollie Henry and the other guys. So it's going to be a bit of a, we'll see how it goes and work away at it over the season. It is a long season, and we get to sort of see how it goes early days and then adjust when we need to.
Chris Scott quoted that like 30 goals was a good return to any forward. Maybe expect to see him.
Oh, I'm not sure. I don't know. It's hard to put a number on those sorts of things. He have 5 or 6 goal assists in the grand final in 2022. So we'll take that as well. It's not just goals. It's more so the team. If the team can kick goals, and I think Ryan Myers sets up more goals than he kicks. So it's definitely a balance within the team and within the forward line. But it's hard to put a number on it for Paddy. I don't really want to do that to him.
How's Mary life?
Yeah, it's it's not too. It's not too different, really, to be honest, is it? It's basically the same. It was a fantastic period. It's been a busy sort of, I will say that, over the off season. We've sort of been bouncing around everywhere and had a lot of big things on, and but a lot of exciting times. Your friends and family, guys that you sort of don't catch up with too often, unless there is, a wedding or whatnot. So that was awesome, but it hasn't changed too much. It's nice to be back focusing purely on football.
Is it right that you're in a pre-season training the day after your wedding, or 1 or 2 days after?
What's that, sorry?
Is it right that you were straight back into training the day after your wedding?
Yeah, I had 1 day off, yeah. The coaching staff looked after me, thankfully. So it was a big session, though. It was probably the hottest day we had as well. So, but yeah, a few little conversations with Mac and the guys, and they looked after me for that session. No, I don't think so. We went to Canada over Christmas, so that was sort of, we worked that in with it. But I don't think so. Maybe to gather round.